Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. It's Jacob. Just doing a quick video. Haven't put one out for over a week, and that video was just an update video. So just remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share if you can. I'm getting lots of view minutes, getting lots of views, more than I'm used to. Just need to get that subscriber count out. So if you know anybody who's willing to subscribe, let them know. I just saw that. That's bad. That is bad. I need makeup or something. But anyways, this video is going to be going over the 173rd Airborne, my experience there, my experience living in Vicenza, Italy, and I was stationed at not only Ederle, but I was also at Ederle before Ederle was even built. If you're there, you'll know. If you're not there yet, you will find out once you get there. So essentially, I was in AIT, got orders I had an airborne contract. I got orders for Italy, and I was very shocked, and it was a possibility, but everybody that goes airborne thinks they're going to end up in the 82nd, which is located in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, south of Raleigh. And when I got Italy, I was excited. Called my wife, called my mom. They were not excited. They were nervous. We got over there. I traveled over there by myself first. When I got there, I got to the airport in Amsterdam. I tried calling the number that I saw in my orders, but I wasn't getting anybody to answer. I found out later it's because I didn't have the right country code on the phone number. But what I ended up doing when I got to Italy, I landed in Venice airport. I got out, put my bags down, and kind of stood there for about 15-20 minutes in complete disbelief. Did not understand anything. I didn't know why. What to do. I didn't know who to call. My phone didn't work because I didn't have service in Italy. I just really didn't know what to do. Thankfully, somebody's military spouse was there, and she walked up to me and said, "Are you in the Army?" And I was like, "Yes, ma'am." She was like, "You need to go to this window here. They got a shuttle that goes to and from the base." And I'm like, "Okay." I go over there. I don't know if this is still 100% correct. Brand new PV2 in the Army, and I go on the shuttle. I get to Venice, in Vicenza, from Venice, and when I show up, I go to the in-processing building, and they call somebody. So before they had an in-processing center, now they do. But I got a call they called my staff duty. My staff duty came over, picked up my bags with me, took me back over there, and that actually day that I arrived, they had me working. They had me shred some papers, something, I think the guy was busy, and he didn't really know what to do for sure yet, so he just had me do something basic. So, that was the first day. I got put in a temporary barracks because my family wasn't there yet, so they put me in these 3-story old barracks rooms. The heat didn't work. This was February, right after a snowstorm, so yes, there was snow there, which is not normal for Vicenza. But it was snowing, it was cold, I had no money. I'm driving. I had no money, and I put myself in this barracks room. I had no DFAC access because I was married and I was collecting BAS. So I bought Vienna sausages and ramen. The issue with the ramen, microwave didn't work. It literally caught on fire when I tried to use it. So, and there was no hot water, so I poured cold water in a bowl, put the noodles in it, and let it soak down. And that's what I did for 2 weeks, about 10 days until I got a house. Once I got a house, about 3-4 days later, my wife and kids came. When we were there, we were young, new parents, 2 kids, no life experience, no money. So we didn't have a great time. Me and my wife had a lot of marital issues over there. But overall, the city is amazing. Vicenza is actually really nice. Most people say you got to get out of Vicenza, get out of Vicenza. Yes, getting out of Vicenza is nice. Get 30 miles down the road. You got Padova. You go a little bit further than that, you're in Venice. You go the other way, you're in Verona. You go a little bit further, you're in Milan. You're a couple hours south of Germany. You can go snowboarding, go to the beach, deep sea fishing, go to Lake Garda, the largest lake in, I think it's Europe, but at least in Italy. And there's lots of fun things you can do. The unit itself, Since then, I've been in the 82nd 1st Brigade, and I'm now in 69th ADA out in Fort Hood. So I've been to 3 military installations, 2 outside of Vicenza, and I've been to a leg unit, another airborne unit, and such. And overall, I would say the 173rd was the best unit. While I was there, we reacted to Russia invading Ukraine. So we got to go to Poland, Lithuania, Estonia, Latvia. We went to Ukraine. And then we also did our live fire exercises in Slovenia. When we were at these places, we got plenty of 4-day weekends, MWR days, where we were able to go out to town, have a couple beers if you want to drink, go to the strip clubs, go to the restaurants, go just to the sightseeing things, and do some fun stuff. Every time we went to Slovenia, we had 2 days. One day we went to the city that we were in, and there was a cave area and a castle nearby. We did that, and then on the opposing day, we got to go to the capital of Slovenia, which is, I believe it's Ljubljana or something along that lines. And that's my favorite country I've ever been to, in my opinion. Nice, small, everybody spoke English for the most part. And food was great. Town was beautiful. So it was nice. The unit itself, you're jumping, the airborne jumps there compared to the 82nd, if that's where you're coming from. It's a little bit different because there's no airport in Vicenza that we use. So what you need to do is you have to get on a bus, normally very early in the morning, and you take a bus 2.5 hours up to Aviana Air Base in Aviana, which is very neat because when you get there, it's real flat, and then all of a sudden you're just right near all these giant mountains, and it's beautiful. From there, you'll do what you got to do all your pre-jump and all that BS that I personally think somewhat a waste of time. And then you'll do your jump. The DZ that you mainly jump on is going to be Juliet, and then you also have Friar. Nope, I think that's the one from Airborne School. I forget what it's called, but there's another DZ there as well. The best one is Juliet. It's not too big, so when I say not too big, it's tiny. If you jumped in the 82nd, this is going to be the smallest DZ you probably ever jumped on if you only jumped in the 82nd. But it's nice, it's flat, no real obstacles. There's a road, and there's a cornfield on the other side of the road. But they have the carbon areas, which is like their version of military police. State federal police, they're blocking off the road, so no cars are driving on the road during that time. And yeah, it was an overall great experience. The food is amazing. It's cheap. You can get a whole cheese pizza for €2, I think it was. Maybe 3. I think it was €2 though. Traveling, they had an overnight train. It was €60 round trip to Paris, which is cheap. You got Ryanair and stuff like that over there, which are very cheap airlines that you can fly all over Europe for very cheap. Venice has 2 casinos. They're both technically the same casino. They're owned by the same people, same name, but they're in 2 different locations. One's on the water in Venice, which in order to go to, you had to pay €50 just to go, but it was refundable. I'm sorry about that. It wasn't €50 just to go. If you didn't bring a suit, it was €50 to lease a suit, because you had to come in with a suit top and a jacket. And once you were done, you turned the jacket back in, you got your €50 back. But it was €10 to start playing, which you got a white €10 chip, which you could not cash out. So you had to eventually lose it, or tip it. Which I really enjoyed myself there. And then the other casino there is at the airport, and not at the airport, but right by the airport, and it is actually very nice too, but it's more crowded, a lot more tourists that are there, and but still there's a lot more. It's bigger, a lot more stuff to do. An overall great time. If you go there, you need to make the best of it. You need to travel. You need to experience some of the culture, the wine, the food, the pastas, the beef. I had a steak on. There's a restaurant on top of Mount America, which is right in Vicenza. You're gonna believe me, you'll do the run for PT. And up there's a restaurant, and they have this steak meal that is absolutely amazing. I don't know why. It's just a great deal. There's a couple Brazilian restaurants there that are grade A as well, in my opinion, too. Can't really think of nothing else, but if you have any questions about Vicenza, if you have any questions about Venice, Italy, Verona, Europe, I've been to plenty of places, so just ask, and I'll give you my opinion on it, and from a soldier's point of view. And if you like this video, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video, and if you've been watching several of my videos, I really encourage you to subscribe. It would do a great help to me, and great help to the channel, and it makes me feel good, which is the most important thing. So have a good one, guys.